Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to be talking about 3-5, which is solving equations with variables on each side. So the main goal when we're doing this is we have to get all the variables onto one side of the equation. Meaning today, if you notice right here, they're going to have a variable on both. So it's our job to get it over to the other side. So on a problem like this, what you're going to start by doing is taking this 8p and we want to get it over here. So what we have to do is either add or subtract it to the other side. So here, since it's a positive 8p, we're going to subtract 8p from both sides. And when I do that, now I have negative 2 plus 2p, because 10p minus 8p is 2p, equals negative 1. And now, since after we're done with this, it looks just like the problems we've been working on the past few days. So you're going to drop your anchor, and then you're going to get rid of all your things that are adding, subtracting. So there's negative 2. The opposite of a negative 2 is a positive 2. So we're going to add a positive 2 to both sides. And then you have 2p equals 1. Now we got to get rid of this multiplying. So the opposite of multiplying is divide. So we're going to divide by 2. And p equals 1/2. Okay, let's try another one. So you have 5 plus 6y equals negative 10 plus 3y. First thing we want to do is get this to the left side. So the opposite of a positive 3y is a negative 3y. So we're going to put a negative 3y on both sides. And what that does is it cancels out the 3y on the other side and leaves us with just a 3y on this side, because we took 6 minus 3y equals negative 10. Then from here, it's the same thing we've been doing. Drop your anchor. Get rid of whatever's adding or subtracting. So we're going to get rid of a positive 5 with a minus 5, which gives me 3y equals negative 15. Then I'm going to get rid of all my multiplying using division. And that's going to give me y equals negative 5. And that's all you got to do on those problems, like that. Now we're going to run into some problems like this today, where we have a little bit of multiplying to do beforehand. So when you see a problem like this, the first thing you're going to do is distribute. And we're doing that so we can have 8r minus 32 equals 7r plus 10. Now, we don't want this 7r on the right side, so the opposite of a positive 7r is a negative 7r. So I'm going to put a negative 7r on both sides, leaving me with r minus 32 equals 10. Now, I want to get rid of this minus 32, so I'm going to add 32 to both sides. And I have r equals 42. I'm going to get rid of that. We'll try a couple more. So, like I said, first thing we're going to do, distribute on these problems, giving me 15c plus 20 equals 10c plus 15. We don't want this 10c on the right side, so to get rid of it on the right side, we are going to take the opposite and put it on both. So this was a positive 10c, so I'm going to put a negative 10c on both sides, which gives me 5c plus 20 equals 15. Now I can drop my anchor, subtract 20. So 5c equals negative 5. Now I got to get rid of that multiplying, so I'm going to divide. And c equals negative 1. Okay, try it again. Now with fractions, but fractions is the same thing. So we still have to distribute on this side. Now we got to take 1/4 of 40. 1/4 of 40 is 10f minus 1/4 of 20. 1/4 of 20 is 5 equals 4f plus 4. And if we notice, that only distributes on this side, does not do anything to the other side. Now we got to get rid of a positive 4f, so we're going to put a negative 4f on both sides, because that's going to cancel it, leaving us with 6f minus 5 equals 4. Now I can add 5 to both sides. To get rid of that 5 equals 9 divided by 6. Now we have 9 divided by 6. So here's the thing with fractions. Fractions are just unfinished division. 9 divided by 6 is going to give me a long, never-ending decimal. So I'm just going to treat it like a fraction and simplify it. This would be 3/2. So my answer, 3/2. Okay, let's try another one. Right here, multiply. We're going to have to distribute twice now. So 2/3 of 30. So what's 1/3 of 30 would be 10. So 2/3 of 30 would be 20. 1/3 of 60 would be 20. So 2/3 of 60 would be 40. 1/7 of 49 would be 7. 1/7 of 70 would be 10. Now we want to get rid of this 7, so we have to put an opposite on both sides. So I'm going to put a minus 7t on both sides, giving me 13t plus 40 equals 10. Now here I'm going to subtract that 40 like we've been doing all week. 13t equals negative 30. Now I'm going to divide by 13. Now, can I take negative 30 over 13 and simplify that? No. So my answer is going to be negative 30 over 13. All right, we're going to jump down here now. We're going to talk about some problems where you might get either a no solution or all answers. So we're going to look at both examples now. So here, first thing we got to do over here is distribute. So that gives me 2m plus 5 equals 5m minus 35 minus 3m. So if you notice here, I have two m's on this side. I'm going to combine those. Okay, so I combined them, got 2m minus 35. Now what I need to do is get rid of this 2m. So I'm going to put a negative 2m on both sides. And if you notice, that's going to leave me with 0m. So that's canceled out, and that's canceled out. So we're left with 5 equals negative 35. 5 does not equal negative 35. And some of you are probably wondering, well, what happened to our letters? They canceled out when I took that negative 2m to both sides. So if 5 does not equal negative 35, your answer is no solution, because this is not a true statement. We want that to be a true statement. Okay, so let's look at another one. We'll do a few of these. So distribute. So we have 3r plus 3 minus 5 equals 3r. I'm just going to put this as a minus 2 instead of a plus negative 2. Okay, so now I have 3r minus 2, because I simplified that, equals 3r minus 2. Get rid of my 3r's, because I don't want that on that side, so that's going to cancel. That's going to cancel. Now we're stuck with negative 2 equals negative 2. Negative 2 does equal negative 2, so that'll be all numbers. What that means is I could plug any number into both sides, and I would get the same answer every time. Okay, let's try this one. So we're going to distribute, as always. So 5x plus 15 equals 8x plus 7 plus 8 minus 3x. Now I'm going to simplify some stuff. I'm going to simplify that with that, and I'm going to add those together because they're the same. So 5x plus 15 equals 5x plus 15. Get rid of my 5x on the right side because I only want letters on the left side, giving me 15 equals 15, which we just talked about. If 15 equals 15, if that works out, we have all numbers would work. Okay, we'll try one more. So first step, I'm going to distribute. So I have 5x minus 10 equals 1/4 of 20 is 5x. 1/4 of 80 is 20. I'm going to get rid of the 5x on the right side because I do not want letters on the right side. And those are going to cancel out, leaving me with negative 10 equals negative 20. Negative 10 and negative 20 are not the same, so we put no solution. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you're getting it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching, guys.